guys, I'm back again, and today I am coming to you guys with a story time. And this story time will be about the time my ex followed me to somebody's house. So this story time is going to include three people, not including me. The ex, Brooklyn, and D. D was in the car with me. Brooklyn is my friend, not Brooklyn that I did a story time with. Go watch that story time, but the other Brooke, my other friend Brooke. So this is the backstory. So I got my first car in the 9th grade, and I was like the only 9th grader with a vehicle at my school. So I used to like take people home like casually, occasionally, you know, they give me gas money, that sort of deal. So except for Brooke. Brooke was my homegirl. I took her home just because she was my homegirl. Yeah, pretty much. So this was 11th grade year though. Yeah, this was 11th grade year. This was last year. Senior teens. But anyways, this was 11th grade year. So basically the backstory is, like I told you, I used to take my friends home consistently. So earlier that week, I had took D home before, like previously. And my ex sent me my location. Mind you, he was an ex. Exclamation point. He did not want to accept that. So he was being crazy. But anyways, I was taking him home and my ex sent me where I was at. So I'm like, so I asked, I'm dropping D off. I'm like, this show, because I seen the street, I'm like, so is this your cohesive street? I don't think that's the right thing to say. You know, like, it's like side of Main Street. There you go. So I'm like, is this your Main Street? La la la. He like, yeah. I'm like, weird. My ex just sent it to me. He like, bro, crazy. So I drop him off, go around to the next time. I'm dropping him off. No, this is how it is. This day, Brooklyn was with us. So Brooklyn was in the back seat because they used to race to the car. So Brooklyn was in the back seat, he in the front seat. I'm dropping him off. My ex sends me the location that I'm at. So I'm like, you know, this show Main Street. He like, yeah. So mind you, my ex probably thought it was something more than it was, because of course I'm dropping off a guy, but my back windows are tinted. On my truck, my back windows are tinted. So if you down the block just riding past being a creep, you can't necessarily see who's in the back. So, but you can see, you know, us in the front. So whatever. So I drop him off, and the next day I go to drop, I don't know if it was the next day or a couple days after, I don't know, but I want to go drop him off again. And he has a dead end on his street, so you have to go, well, you don't have to. You could just do a U-turn in the street. Do I do that? No. I go all the way to the end of the street, bust a U-turn, come back to his house, and then drop him off. So I'm going, like, I'm busting the U-turn or whatever. So I, like, looking like I'm bagging up, and I look over, and who do I see? My ex. Now, he used to do Uber Eats. So it was so berserk because he used to do Uber Eats. So he is, like, he's dropping food off to the address that he think is D's, but it's not D's, it's D's neighbor. So now we looking at him at the neighbor door knocking, like, mind you, this is what got me. The bag was closed. It was like he was trying to make it seem like malfunction. He was trying to make it seem like he was dropping off the Uber Eats or DoorDash. I think he was doing DoorDash. Either way, it don't matter. Dropping off the food next door. So the neighbor all like, no, I didn't order it. So I look at D. I'm like, that's my ex in his sister's car. I'm like, that's my ex. And he like, you sure? I'm like, that's his sister's car. He like, I'm about to go talk to him. I'm like, no. He carries a gun. You're not going to go talk to him. He like, I'm going to just go tell him what's up. I'm like, no. You're not going to walk up to him. He carries a gun, and if he follow me around, that might not be the best thing to do. So he like, okay, drop me off at the corner. So he said, drop me off at the corner. So he wouldn't know which house he stayed in, which I said was smart because clearly he had the wrong address to begin with. So I was like, that's smart that we're gonna drop you off, you know, so he won't know. You better stop licking my foot, mama. So he went no house. So I pulled down the street or whatever, drop him off at the corner, and I'm just like apologizing because I'm like, this is my friend and he's paying me to take him home, and my problems are following me to his house. Like nobody what's happening? No, what's happening? Nunu is filming. Look, you see that? He's following me to his house, so I'm just like being apologetic. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry, you know. And the only reason he paid me to take him home is because he used to walk home. So I'm like, you know, I'm sorry. You know, like, I know if you don't give somebody your address, you don't want them to just know your address. I call my ex. I'm like, where are you at? He like, oh, I'm just doing DoorDash. I'm like, so where are you at? Oh, I'm around your school. I'm like, would you just follow me? No, I wasn't following you at all. I was doing DoorDash. So, as y'all know, I stay in an apartment complex. So, I was sending my packages to his house. After this, it was a no more, okay? Because it was just too hinky. That's why when you break up with somebody, you let them go completely. Don't linger them alone. Don't keep texting them because they get the acting berserk. So, I'm like, I go to his house. I'm like, well, is my package delivered? He like, yeah. I'm like, well, I'm coming to get my package. I go to get my package. This man opens the door, and he is like, it's like tears in his eyes. Like he's bright. So he was like red and like looked like he had been crying, and it was like more tears ready to fall. And I'm like, where's my package? So he give me the package, I guess. Like, he give me the package, and then he like smiling like a crazy person, and I'm like, what's your problem? And he all like, you know, who were you with? And I'm like, somebody from school that I drop off all the time. I told him, like, don't be jeopardizing my money. Like, I get paid $20 to take these people a block away from school. Like, don't be jeopardizing my money. Like, that's just not gonna fly. And this had happened before. I told y'all that first story because that was crazy. But this is when it had first happened. This when it first happened. So y'all know George Bay. Y'all know him. I know it sounds bad, but it's not. But y'all know, if y'all go watch the time when I told y'all, when me and Jordan did a story time about how we met. If you watch that, then this makes sense because we talked when he first came to my school for like a little bit. Stopped talking. Started dating the 4th of July. So, like, go watch that story time, and then this will make a little bit more sense. But anyways, back to the story. So this is like, I'm not sure if me and Jordan was talking yet, but I know he used to have to wait after school. This is before he had a car. He had to wait after school, I guess, for somebody to pick him up, or he just was asking me to take. I don't know, but I was taking him home. He was giving me 20 bucks in gas, and he stayed literally right around the block from me. So I'm like, yes, sir. So I'm taking him home. So I remember one day, I was single. I'm always single. I was single. He was still an ex. These stories are months apart, but I was still an ex. I mean, he was still an ex. So anyways, I'm like going to drop Jordan off. I think this was like my first time dropping him off. No, it probably was like a few times in. Because I had took a different way. So I'm going to his house or whatever. So I drop him off. So he walks away from the car, walks back up to the car to give me money, and then leaves. So my ex texts me or whatever, and he like, I just seen you riding with somebody with braids. And I'm like, okay. And he like, I thought that I was gonna be tripping, and it was gonna be one of your cousins or something. I'm like, okay. Then he's like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be somebody, but I seen it was a dude, and he came back up to your car, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, why are you following me? Stop following me. So that was the first time, and we had a discussion. He agreed not to follow me and to be an ex. Okay, he was so done then, and he was ready to actually be an ex, and then it happened again. And so it was just like so crazy. I'm like, oh my God, like, did he really follow me? So I had to apologize, of course, to Jordan, talking. I'm not sure if I was talking to him then or if he was just my friend then. I'm pretty sure he was just my friend then, because I'm pretty sure it would have been like a way bigger deal if that was my boo-tang at the time. So I'm pretty sure he's my friend then. But I'm like, listen, I'm sorry, bro. You know, I mean, I apologize. Like, I mean, he is a special type of person. And he was like, listen, that ain't gonna fly. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I apologize. And that's basically it. The guys want to follow your girl. So, no, but that's not, don't think that's cute, y'all. Don't think it's cute, okay? That pop up. Let me tell y'all, because I used to think like, oh, he popped up, he got this, he got that. That's so nice. No. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Abort. 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 And it was just crazy. So, yeah, that concludes this story time. I will be doing more story times. So, you guys stay tuned. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I am out, and I can't wait to be back again.